Thank you for being a friend. Mm, mm. Travel down the road and back again. Heart is true. A friend and a confidant.
I mean, I think we crushed it.
I like your background snaps.
It's about all I'm good for. What's up, sippers? Welcome back to Sip and Spiral. Grab your drink of choice and let's spiral through the weird and wonderful today. What's up, Wendy?
Sarah,
How are you?
how you doing? I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What are you
What you
sipping
sipping on today? Nope, I asked you first. Jinx, what are you sipping on today?
I have a Diet Coke in a wine glass.
Ooh,
Now,
look how fancy that looks.
for our premium listeners, no nugget ice. Didn't have any. So it's just cubed ice from the freezer. But it's in a wine glass, and that's how I like it.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you sipping on?
I didn't sleep very much last night, so a little struggle bussin' per usual. So I'm drinking coffee out of a Christmas mug. Dear Santa, I tried. I also have my water out of my tumbler. And just for funsies, I have a fruit punch body armor. So 3-3 sip sip serays.
Sip,
Cheers.
sip, Serays.
It's like when you go to brunch
is...
and you
Exactly.
it's like when you go to brunch and you know that you had a rough night is how many. I did not have a rough night. I had a glass of wine last night, but I needed all the liquids to get me through. So here we are.
It's one is for survival, one is for necessity, and one is just for fun. That is the trilogy of drinks.
Holy girl.
It's the holy grail.
Yeah.
Do you watch Love is Blind?
I have in the past, but I'm not currently. There's a new season out, right?
There is a new season.
But no, I'm not watching it.
Okay, well, that wraps up this segment of pop culture. No spoilers here.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
so I love popcorn, and so I make microwave popcorn all the time. Do you have a specific time that you leave your microwave popcorn in for?
I use the popcorn button. I know. I'm dangerous.
No. You do, and you leave it in there? You just trust it?
I trust it, but I stand close. So I kind of trust it, like everything else in my life. I trust it 50%. So I push the popcorn button, but I do stand there to listen if it stops popping. Then I pull it out early if it's still going.
I never use the popcorn button.
Yeah. We were tricked as kids that it would burn the house down if we did it.
If you use the popcorn
I just blew
button?
your mind.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific time for your microwave popcorn? I love popcorn as well.
I absolutely do. I put the microwave popcorn in and I plug it in for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. But then when there's 5 seconds left on the microwave, I stop it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait, and I'm not going to ask you why you don't just put it in for 2 minutes and 7 seconds. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, then how would I know,
2:12.
like, to stop it at 5 seconds?
You just remove the 5 seconds from the 2:12.
But then it
2:07.
has to go down to the last beep, and I hate the last beep on the microwave.
You do. Fair. It's fair. I said I'm not gonna take the bait. I just verbalize what some listeners may be thinking as well. Yeah. I love microwave popcorn. Is there a specific
too.
brand or type that you like?
The Boy Scouts popcorn.
Oh, duh.
It is so
No question.
good. It is so good. If there is a child selling Boy Scout popcorn, I'm buying it. I went to the farmer's market the other day, and all the fresh stuff was there, but there was a Boy Scout selling microwave popcorn, and I said, "I'll take a batch." It's
You
so
get my
good.
business. It is so good.
It's so good. But I do like all microwave. I like all popcorn.
Yeah. I am a normal butter. I don't like too much butter. So I'm not like the movie theater butter or the extra butter. I like it just a nice, I don't want my fingers to be like super greasy or
Mm.
soaked in butter. But Bethany Frankel, queen, psychopath queen, we love her. We love her. Don't come at us. We know she's problematic. Still love her. Um, Skinny Girl has lime and sea salt flavor, and I love it. That touch of lime just is chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Love it.
I wouldn't want, like, movie theater popcorn all the time, but I do love it. But my everyday popcorn is just regular butter. But
Yeah.
sometimes I put, like, a flavoring on it. Like today,
Oh,
I put Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese on it right out of the bag. So good.
the life hacks people get from listening to this, you're just crushing it.
Yeah.
You are out here changing people's lives.
Sometimes I do a little garlic salt and a little Parmesan
Mhm,
cheese.
mhm.
So good. Okay.
When you go to the movie theater, do you, like, put the extra butter on? I have 2
Yes.
spirals real quick about movie theater butter or movie theater popcorn.
100% I do it.
No, I don't, which is why one reason, so this is, I will not share popcorn with anybody at a movie theater. I want my own bag, and I don't want anybody else touching it,
Agree.
including anybody, literally anybody. I only go to the movies with my spouse. Don't get your own bag of popcorn. We're not sharing. I don't want the extra butter, and I don't want, like, people reaching over me to get the popcorn or me having to reach and popcorn flying everywhere. I want my own bag, no extra butter.
That is not a spiral. Your own thick vessel of popcorn is a way of life.
Yeah, a little life hack I have is you can get the bigger popcorn as a couple and then walk back out and, like, bat your little eyes at the people working behind, and they'll give you a small bag, so then it doesn't cost as much, and because
Mm,
I only eat just a little bit of popcorn in the movie theater, but love it. Anyway,
there's never too much popcorn for me.
never too much popcorn.
I agree, you need your own vessel of
Mhm,
popcorn.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
So, I got a candy bar the other day,
Candy
which
and
I
popcorn,
I
crushing it.
really I really only get a candy bar, like, on a road trip, but this was a random day, I was running in, and I needed a candy bar, and I pick up one,
Mhm,
and I made the mistake of looking at the back of it, like, the nutritional facts.
mm.
More out of curiosity, it was not gonna change the way that I was about to eat the candy bar or think about it,
Yeah.
but what really, like, pissed me off is that there were the candy bar stated that there were 3 servings in said candy bar.
Like
I
one
only
single
bought
candy bar?
I only bought 1 candy bar. They said there were 3 servings in it.
It should be illegal.
It should be illegal. Also, if somebody was going to abide by that, which do you? How th the package isn't resealable.
Right. It's also not sectioned off into threes, so you know exactly how much you're getting for that serving size.
Correct.
Yeah, illegal.
I think it should be illegal.
Life in prison, illegal.
Like, just make it 1 serving.
Just make it one serving. I don't care that it's 500 calories. I don't care that it has
Don't
70
care.
grams of sugar. If I'm eating the candy bar, do you think I care about any of that? Yeah. Don't ever look at that. It's just life hack. Don't look at the nutritional value.
And
Live your life.
you get the nutritional value if you want. Don't look at the serving size.
Yeah. Popcorn, candy bars, road trips. That sounds like a girl's trip to me.
That sounds fun.
That sounds fun. Speaking of girls' trips and fun, something that has been top of mind to me lately, I am coming back to go to my 20-year college reunion. And I'm gonna see some friends. And I got me thinking about like female friendships and just how incredible female friendships are. So I have a question for you. I think
Ooh.
this will be fun. It'll be fun for me to know your answers. You are one of my best friends. I would love to see how our answers differ. So, if you could have female friendships with anybody famous, dead or alive, and you were inviting them to a dinner party, who would you invite?
Mm. How many people?
hmm I would say between 5 and 8, mainly because I have 8.
Okay. In no particular order,
No order. Okay.
these are the people that come to mind. Rihanna.
Mm,
I think she's, like, effortlessly cool.
for sure.
Um, Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Um, Pink, 'cause duh. I think Pink is, like, a fearless truth speaker,
hmm
and she's, like, gritty, but she's warm, and I think that she would give one hell of a toast. Julia Garner, but
Oh,
only
yeah.
but only if she comes as Ruth Langmore.
Ozarks, Julia only.
But, no, I do love Julia. I think she's
No.
really cool, like, in interviews, but I love Ruth Langmore's character from the Ozarks.
Have you heard her in interviews where she's, like, the most polished, sweet, like which
Yes.
of course she is, but yeah, she
Yes,
has to be an incredible actress to be able to do that.
yes, I saw her on Watch What Happens Live, and that's when I
Mhm.
was like, I love this girl."
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
All roads lead back to Bravo.
Duh.
Paige DeSorbo, 'cause duh.
Yeah.
Um, Tina Fey,
Yeah.
and then Lisa Barlow. We would be slugging Diet Cokes in the back, ready to pop off at any second.
Eating Taco Bells and Wendy's,
I mean,
slugging. She would be a
yes,
good time.
I think she would.
Just don't yeah, her knows my girl like Pinocchio from The Lies. I'm just kidding.
That's none
Don't
of my
care.
business.
That's none of my business.
The
She'd
the
be a good time.
theme would be, like, calmly chaotic.
Okay. What food would you serve then?
Taco Bell.
Box of tacos.
Okay,
That's my answer too.
on my honorable
Okay.
mention list is Joanna Gaines.
Yeah.
If so, she was there, it would be Magnolia Table.
Mhm.
But then that's my list.
That's your list?
Yeah, what about
We
you?
have some crossover. Shocking. On my list, list is Pink and Tina Fey. So, both there. Um, Beyonce. You're not gonna not. You're not gonna
Go
not.
for it.
You're not gonna not.
I mean, I nodded, but
I will bring I will have a house full of wind machines just for her to walk in. Air blow it. Adele.
she's on my honorable mention list.
Yeah. So in addition to Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, because I actually want them both together, just kikiing it up.
Amy Poehler's on my honorable mention list.
It's like we're friends. I have Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou,
Mhm.
excuse me. I think that she would just like I think everyone there that I've already mentioned, we could just listen to her talk and like bring levity. And I bet she like could get down.
I bet.
Yeah. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Duh.
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 RBG.
For anybody
Exactly.
watching. Um Michelle Obama.
Ooh, yeah.
I could kiki it up with her.
I feel like your
Um
dinner party is a little more sophisticated than mine would be, but
well,
carry on.
my honorable mention would be Bethany Frankel.
Mm,
I would have invited her, but I'm sure she would just overtake the conversation. So if she could be on her best behavior and like let the room breathe a little bit, she's allowed to come. Marisol from Real Housewives of Miami.
Oh, yeah.
And Emma Stone was an honorable mention for me. I had her on the list. I
Interesting.
took her off the list for Michelle Obama, and then Chris
Okay, we
Pink, obviously.
really have a very similar cast of characters.
Yeah.
You swap Beyonce for Rihanna, or I swap Beyonce for
Mhm.
Rihanna. And then, I mean, you have, like, really polished people like Maya Angelou, RBG, and Michelle Obama, and I have Ruth Langmore, Paige DeSorbo,
Yeah.
and
Lisa Barlow.
Lisa Barlow.
Baby gorgeous.
I mean, it's
I
about
it's
the
so
same.
similar. Yeah, I would also mine would be conversations over dinner, and I would have a smorgasbord of really high-end seafood and steaks. I would also have a box of tacos. I would have from Taco Bell. I would have, like, the smorgasbord of literally anything you could want. Um, but then it immediately goes from, like, dinner conversation to dancing, and it's
Yes.
a sleepover. My dinner party is a sleepover.
Yes.
Pack your sleeping bag, Beyonce. Come on over. Um, but in all seriousness, that's my dream list. I'm sure you too. But outside of the dream world of people I will never meet, I do love the idea and cherish female friendships. Personally, I think my female friendships and are the really how I survive my life. And as we've as I continue to get older, my idea of what friendship is still pretty grounded in just surrounding myself with people that I care about me, that support me, but also are just fun and easy. So I think that female friendships is it. So let's spiral a little bit deeper if you shall.
Let's do it.
Um, how do you feel about female friendships? What does that mean to you when I say important?
Um, I think female friendship really can mold who you are.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, all friendships should be able to mold who you are. You kind of become friends, fall out of friendships, gain new ones, all because you're, like, learning about things. But I do think that there is something special about a female friendship because, we naturally are competitive with each other.
Yeah.
And I don't mean I don't think that that's how it should be, but we are quick to, like, judge the way people are. So, I think we are our own worst critics. But I also think it offers, like, a relationship and an environment that you can have, like, intellectual conversations, you get the attention that you need, you kind of get that, like, softness that you need to just, like, get
Mhm.
your feelings out, but then there's no fear of, um, the phrase or the sentiment or the suffix of, like, "for a girl." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can have, like,
Yeah.
these intentional conversations, and if you have it with a male, it's like, "Oh, well, you're just being sensitive because 'cause you're a girl." Like, there's
Mhm.
that for a girl or because you're a girl is, like, removed. So I think it provides, like, a really it, like, cultivates vulnerability, even
Yeah.
though we are our
For sure.
own worst critics.
Yeah, I think 100%. And the best female friendships have zero competitiveness.
Yes.
And every decade of life, that diminishes more and more.
Mhm.
Where in our 40s, we ain't got time to compete with you. All I have time to do is lift you up. I'm either
Yeah.
holding you up or I am cheering you on from the sidelines. Wish you all well. Like I want women to succeed and I want women around me to succeed and be incredible because female friendships matter a lot. And I think the other thing I was thinking a lot about is, going and thinking back on college, I somehow ended up like looking for something in a plastic storage bin this weekend and I like went into I found pictures and it was like my main picture, just loose prints of my entire life from baby pictures all the way up to, a year ago that I had printed. And it just took me down this big memory lane of, the different seasons of life that we talked about and how you not collect friends, but how you foster relationships and friends come and go and that's natural and no hard feelings, but how it's been really fun to look back at my midlife and look at how I've have friendships. So,
Yeah.
from being in the same hospital room as one of my best friends, literally from the moment she was born, because I'm older and wiser, um, to, another close friend, friendships from growing up and in high school and grade school to college to work friends, right? So not only are the people that you grew up with through college, but as we've become adults and entered the working world and built careers, friendships that you've gained by shared experiences, people who work in the same industry as you, have the same kind of work style. I just think it's really cool to see that gamut now at 42 years old of how different all of my friends are from each other,
Yeah.
but also how at the core they're the like same incredible. They have common incredible threads of amazing sisterhood and like just what it means to be a woman. And but I look at that group of friends that aren't friends with each other and think, "Damn, like, these are the women that can I want to be like my friends. These are the women who
Yeah.
could literally change the world." And it's just so empowering to have friendships that stand the test of time, really. Yeah, so it was just like a fun, like, dance down memory lane and thinking about how you do make new friends or you have friends come and go, but then also how you acquired friends, for lack of a better word,
Mhm.
kind of changes as you get older.
Yeah. I think the friends that you start with really kind of help identify what matters to you. Um,
Yeah.
and then that kind of takes you down or guides you down the path of what you're looking for in a friend as an adult. I do think that you collect friends along the way, and it
Yeah.
might not have, like, this nourishing, lovely title, but you are collecting friends. Like, you see somebody, you meet them in passing, and you're like, "Hey, come with me. I want to be friends with you." So you are kind of collecting them. And when you have friends from all areas of your life, whether it's college or childhood or work or random, um,
Mhm.
or a running group or whatever it is a collection of people
Mhm.
with all different backgrounds. So I think that's
Yeah,
cool.
for sure. For sure, all different backgrounds, and then I think it's also interesting to look out again, we kinda got married a little later in our life, so we had, like, a different perspective at our weddings, and I remember a moment at our wedding reception, just, like, sitting there with my husband and looking out and being like, "How fucking lucky are we to have these friends?" Like, how freaking lucky. Um And I'm so, so blessed and thankful for the women in my life who grant me friendship, who offer me friendship in big and small ways. So I think that's one thing I wanted to discuss, and I don't know if you get this a lot, but one thing that I want to talk about is I think you even talk about it or have mentioned in the past, like the layers of friendship
Mhm.
where there aren't levels of friend. I don't rank my friends. There is no ranking system. There is no this friend is a better friend than this friend. It's not like that, but I do think there's like a natural you have different types of friends too. So regardless of where you became friends, there's different types of friendships that I have.
Yeah.
And I have friends that I might talk to once a year. I might be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And we can get together once every couple years and pick up it's like we picked up right where we left off, and it was fun, and I value those friendships. I have a lot of those friendships, especially from college or that 20s time of my life, and I love those women so much, and I love that no matter how much time has passed, we can get together and still, like, live it up. Um, I have friendships that I So I have that. I have friends that maybe I don't keep in touch with at all, but, like, you randomly run into and you're like, "Oh my god, it's incredible to see you." I have friends that I keep up with on social media that we were never best friends or close friends, and that matters to me, like, that friend
Yeah.
matters to me, and then I have my friends, like, my close friends that I can sit with and can sit with me and who can support me. I have, I think the most it's not the most important, but I think the friendships that I have to survive are friendships like I have with you, right? Where we talk every day. Not every friendship has to be that way for me. Who has the time? Um, but
Are you
I
saying I'm
can
high
be
maintenance?
I mean, I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying it. I'm
No,
saying it.
we're both high maintenance. Hi. But people that I can reach out to and say, I gained 5 pounds this month, and that feels not great for me. I don't know what to make for dinner. What can you make? Hi, my mom's dying of cancer. I need to talk to you. Like, and I bring those 3 things up specifically because that a friend that can sit with you through all of that and show up the same every single time is where it is at. That is the money friend. And I hope women have friendships like that in their life
Yeah.
because I don't know what I would do without it. I don't think I could survive without it.
Yeah, I do think that layers of friendship is really important, and they all matter, and it might not sound good, like, if somebody's like, "Oh, we're just, like, acquaintances,"
Mhm,
or, "Oh, we're just in this, like, group," but they all matter because all of those people are in your life. So,
mhm,
I have, like, my inner circle, I
mhm,
have which is what you're saying, like, these are the people that I can sit with, that can sit with me, we can talk about it all. Then I have, like, my good friends. These are the people that I'm meeting with regularly. We talk about a lot of stuff, but maybe it's not I'm not going as deep. I could, we just haven't.
sure.
And then I have, like another circle that it's like, these are my college friends. These are my friends that it's like, I cannot wait to get together with them because it's always a good time, but I'm not calling them up every day. And maybe we're just sending pictures,
Mhm,
back and forth or comments back and forth every now and then, but they're not the people that I'm calling every day, but they still are so important to me because, like, we get together and we can it's like we were never apart. And then you have, like, these mutual friends or acquaintances that,
mhm,
it's fun to run into, but there's, like, no pressure of, "Hey, let's get together," or "Let's get caught up." It's kind of like we are just talking and passing, and it's fun. So, I do think that there are layers of friendship, and they all are very important in their own
mhm.
ways. Um, but yeah, I would agree with the
Yeah,
layers of friendship.
yeah. I think too, and you touched on an important point, like, of the different types of friendships or different friends I have, it's not that I don't think I can go to them with the mundane or the hard stuff or the big ones. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think any of them wouldn't pick up that phone call and be there for me. That is not it at all. It's just I don't want to talk about it that much. Like, I just, there's if something let's say I'm having a rough time, I don't want to call 30 different women and go into it, but I could call 30 different women and they show up
Yes,
for me if I need them. And I think that's what female friendship. That's a
I
sisterhood.
I
Um
agree.
yeah. And I saw, something that Jane Fonda said. What I love Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlinson. They've been friends for 50 years. She counted it up in an interview. Um, and she said that the difference between female friendships and male friendships is when men get together, they sit by side. Like, they sit side by side. When women get together with their friends, they sit facing each other. There's eye contact
Mm.
and connection, and I thought, "That's it. That is it,"
Yeah.
because, like, I am in it with you, and, like, I don't know about anybody else, but that, like, makes my heart grow. It gives me the chills. It's like, that's it, right? I wanna, like, regardless of where we are in our lives or who you are or when I met you or how close we are, like, female friends sit across from each other, and I just thought that was a really cool way of, like, describing the difference between the 2.
Yeah, that is cool. I've never thought about it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah. The other fun thing about midlife, and I if you're listening to this, you are one of our friends, and we love you so much. We love you so much. Um, but the other really cool thing that I love to think about when it comes to female friendships right now is for when I was 20, I loved friends to go out with and do things with and party and act a fool. In my 30s, I loved to travel a lot with my friends. Like, that was the thing I wanted to do. Now in my 40s, like, I wanna grow old with my friends, for, like, lack of a better word now. I love the idea of us all growing old together.
Mhm.
It just gives me the good feels inside.
Yeah. For me, I love that too. And for the friends that I want to grow old with and can see myself growing old with, it, it is based on how they show up for me and how I can show up for them. I think it's I think it's easy to be friends with people. It's not hard to be friends,
Mhm.
and it takes it takes very little for me to laugh, and if you can make me laugh, we're friends. But
Sold.
but when you get to the next level of, like, who you wanna spend your time with on a regular basis, or who when things get tough, who do you want there next to you to be in the feels? Who do you wanna celebrate things with? And I think it's really easy, and I have said this,
Mhm.
I don't know how many times. I think people are probably sick of hearing me say it, but I think it's easy to show up for people big things.
Mhm.
Big events happen in your life, birthdays, holidays. That's easy to show up because it is a moment in time and you're like, "Okay, yep, I'm carving this out and I'm showing up." And we need those people, and
For
I
sure.
cherish those friendships too. But the people that I'm gonna pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I need to talk about this. I need to get something out." I need people to show up for me on, like, a random Tuesday.
Yeah.
A call that says, "Hey, anybody free this week? Like, let's grab dinner." I need the people to show up for me on any given day, not just when there's, like, an event,
Yeah.
because we all are figuring out things on our own, and not every day is sunshine and rainbows, and so sometimes you need that person, not sometimes, you always need that person to call and be like, "Hey, I was thinking about you, like, what's going on?" Or is there
Yeah.
like, "Hey, let's go grab a drink or dinner," or whatever it is. That is what it feels like to show up. That's what I
Yeah.
need. Because if you are having a rough day, the last thing the last thing that I wanna do is be like, "I'm having a tough time. I need to call somebody and burden them with my issue." Now, if they call me,
Right.
it's fair game. But
If
I
you
think
ask me how I'm doing, I will be honest with you.
exactly. You're gonna be sorry you asked. No, but I think it's important that, we're showing up for people on like, at any moment, at any time, not just on the big things, like, the big events, the birthdays, the holidays, the events in life, like, those things are easy to show up for. That doesn't make you check a good friend or check a bad friend. That doesn't
No.
do anything, but it's like to invest in the friendships and to dig a little deeper or to cultivate a new friendship, I think it's all about how you show up for somebody.
Yeah, and you're right, it's the little moments that make a friendship. Just I want my friends to know I'm thinking of them often, a lot, and that is based in laughter and connection, and, I think that's really important, and if you're not showing up in the little moments, it is just a big moment friendship, and then that doesn't feel as good because you kinda don't feel like you know each other anymore. Um, we moving across the country, has been eye-opening for me. This is one of the big moments of pause I had when we talked about moving so far away is, do I wanna leave my friends? Do I wanna that was I mean, family, of course, but do we wanna do will I be okay leaving my friends? And the answer is no, I wasn't and I'm not. It's been a struggle, but finding little ways to stay connected. So the little text here and there. I Snapchat with some friends. We don't talk ever, but we send snaps, and that matters a lot to me. I love seeing those. We've all kind of started a new app called Marco Polo, which has been around for a long time now, but that's a way for us to see each other's faces regularly. So it doesn't even have to be anything deep or meaningful. It could just be, you're big on this. I'm out for my hot girl walk. So just saying hi. When I'm out driving, running my errands, and I'm being a bridge troll, I always Marco Polo. Sarah calls me a troll that lives on the bridge because that's the only time I Marco Polo her. Um, but
I
I
didn't
just think
call
it's
you
cool.
troll, I asked if you were one because you were always on a bridge.
This fight sounds like we're in a marriage because it's like, I didn't say that, I just asked it. Yeah. But friendships are kinda like a marriage. It's just not as legally binding, right? But I want my friendships to be easy. I just want and they are, right? Like, female friendships, if you're surrounding yourself with the right kind of women, it's easy and it's effortlessly, and it is the when I talk to a friend or even just a female that I don't know very well, but, like, we kind of vibe together, it I get the same rush that I think runners get, like the runner's high. I've never ran, but I assume that's the same feeling where I feel like it's is it dopamine? Like, you could just get this massive dopamine hit. That's what a conversation with a woman, like a female feels like to me in friendship, and you said it. The cornerstone of what I want out of a friend is someone that I can laugh with. Just someone I can kiki it up with, like, that's it. Um, and the best way to do that is girls trips.
Oh, I
We
love a
love a
girls
girls
trip.
trip. We love a girls trip. So Sarah and I and a couple of our friends every year do a girls trip. I do girls trips are important not just with one circle of friends, but since this is our podcast together, we do a girls trip. So Sarah, do you wanna tell our listeners about what we do every year?
Okay, yeah, so we do a girls trip every year. It's usually the same weekend every year to make it easy to plan for, and we decide on a budget, and we decide who's planning it, and by decide who's planning it, we draw a name out of a hat. It's very official,
Very.
and whoever is planning it plans the whole trip, lodging, travel, excursions, all of that within the budget, and it's a surprise. We don't tell the other people do not know where we're going. Whoever's planning it provides a packing list, like, the week of, they provide a
Mhm.
packing list, and we do not find out where we are going, how we are getting there, or what we are doing until we are in the car, either to the airport or to hit the road.
Yeah. And if you don't know us and you're not aware of this, when we say it's a secret, like, we do not know where we're going until that moment. We have shown up at the airport at 4 in the morning, having no idea where we were flying until we were handed our boarding passes.
It
We
is
call it the
really
Great
cool,
Escape.
and yeah, it is really cool. We started doing this, like, 10 years ago, and I did I did steal the idea from a friend of mine that I used to work with, and I loved it, and she gave me credit to take it. But the idea was our lives are so busy, we're all doing different things, so how do we eliminate the stress of trying to plan a trip? And it goes to the phrase of there's too many cooks in the kitchen. So we try to eliminate all of that and just say one person plan it and everyone else is just like, "Here's my money, you plan it, and we go." It it honestly I actually don't know what I enjoy more, the planning or just being the attendee. They are both
Yeah.
so fun, but there is when you are just the attendee, there is something
Mhm.
liberating about not knowing where you're going and people are like, "Oh, you're taking vacation from or you're gonna be off for a couple days, like, where are you going?" You're like, I actually have no idea."
No idea. I think it is, and everyone's always like, "Well, don't you stress out about what you pack?" And you're like, "No, because we get vibes." We tell
Yes.
what the vibes. We say, "We're gonna go have one nice dinner. It's an outdoor vibe, it's a lounge vibe." Like, every day you get a vibe of what to pack for, and that's all I need. And sometimes we don't have the right clothes, and that's guess what? That's okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, I think it's so fun. I have loved that we have done it this long. It truly is something that I look forward to every year, and every time we talk about it, people are like, "That's awesome, like, how do I get invited?" Listen, we will take applications. However, nobody has been accepted yet. We do have a copyright on this idea, so if you start your own surprise trip,
Mhm.
Wendy and I have to be included.
Duh,
It's
we
part
get the
of, like,
option if
being a
we wanna come or not.
franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah, we're coming. Our premium listener that we mentioned earlier in the show, I'll use her name, Haley. Her and her friends have started doing this. She's Nugget Ice, Diet Coke is top tier. Her and her friends do it, and I just love seeing like we took the idea from your friend because we thought it was really cool. You did, and then like seeing other people kind of do it is really fun, and that's like the best way we do it. We haven't done it in 2 years. We did have to take a break. Last year was just chaos in terms of health and babies and life and moving, but we are kicking it back up next spring, and it is not a surprise this year. But guess what? A friendship and it matters to spend time together, and that's nurturing for us, so we're adapting it right now because that's what works better for all of our lives, but it's still important to us to get together, and I think that's what female friendship
Mhm,
is it's so critical, and I have to make time for it, and I have to prioritize it because it makes me a better person. Spending time with my friends and investing into my friendships like that make me laugh, and not the serious stuff and not the hard stuff, but like investing time into just laughing with friends that I'm close with, and friends that I'm not so close with is just critical in my happiness. It immediately changes kind of my perspective of things. And the top tier girls trip is like a really cool excursion, one incredible meal out, and then not leaving the cabin, the house, the hotel the rest of the time. Sweatpants, no bra, or I don't want it.
I
Sarah
love it.
sent me a link to an Amazon. It's a adult size dog bed, and she asked if we could get him for girls trip this next girls trip that we could just lay on.
Yeah,
And we've put a box of wine right beside it, and I'm in.
I'm in.
um, I think hyping women up, I think supporting women, we need to do more of it, and I need to do more of it. I need to continue to invest because ladies, it's hard out here. Um, so I just encourage people, if you're listening to this, reach out to a friend that may you if we made you think of a friend while listening, please reach out to them. Tell your friends how much they mean to you if you haven't recently. And then also put yourself out there to make new friends, work friends, a friend of a friend, however that is. I think it doesn't, you can't have too many friends. I was told a lot in my life, man, you have too many friends, and not possible. It is
Not
not
true.
possible to have too many friends. And if friendships are changing, that's okay too. Like you can embrace the change. It doesn't have to look the same all the time. It doesn't mean you love each other less. It doesn't mean that you want bad. That it can change, and give yourself some grace on that, ladies. Like if you're thinking listening to this that I'm a bad friend because I'm not reaching out to someone enough or I'm not this. Yes, that maybe in some rare occurrences that could be the case, but I promise you it's probably not. Give yourself some grace and know that like the people who love you love you. And if you're a friend of mine, you don't have to reach out to me if you haven't talked to me in a while. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I love you and I support you and I'm cheering for you literally at all times. Um the final thing to end us, and then I'll get your thoughts, Sarah, is Mel Robbins has a podcast, and this past April, she had a guest on. She mentions there are 3 pretty key things in a female friendship and why female friendships are so important and what, like, fosters a strong female friendship. One is symmetry. So being equal, not having competition, not wanting if you win, I lose, you win, I win. Just being equal and really truly rooting for person and not like clapping and being like, I wish that was me. Truly being a hype girl and just going all in. And that's what symmetry is. Support, right? Emotional support is the number one thing. I'm going to expect my friends to have my back. I'm going to expect my friends to have my back in a room I am not in. I'm going to
Mhm.
expect my friends to nurture vulnerability that I give them. And I think that is pretty important when you have female friendships is that. And I think women give that more likely than not. So symmetry, support, and then finally secrecy. What she said about this is it's not literal, you keep my secrets, which of course we want friends to keep secrets, but it's more that there's a vault, the concept of the vault and
Mhm.
mutually exclusively understanding what me being vulnerable with you is. And that vault is a vault. And you and I say this to each other a lot, vault.
Yes.
Um, and that is when the friendship goes 1,000 clicks down. Is if I say vault to you, I don't even have to say vault to you for you to keep it in the vault. But when I say it, I know it's lock, key, step. Um, and I think, Sarah, this is our 7th episode. We joked around about doing a podcast because we love chatting with each other. It's been the best hours of my week over the last couple months that we've been doing this. And I just want to say, like, when I think of what the embodiment of female friendship is, it's you. I think you are love and light on earth and laughter. I think that you're probably top tier, most incredible humans I've ever met in my life. And there isn't a better female friend, hype girl support system than you. And I think there are a bajillion people across this country that know you that would say the same thing. So I just want the listeners to know that this is my appreciation post for my bestie, Sarah. And you ain't getting rid of us because we out here, folks.
That was so nice, Wendy.
It's your birthday month.
I was just gonna say that the ideal friendship for me was no boys, no BS, and just espresso martinis or insert flavored
Yes.
drink of choice. I feel like
No
we should have
boys, no
just ended on
BS.
yours.
No, yours is better. Say it again for them in the back.
No boys, no BS, just
Mhm.
espresso martinis
3 beans.
or Diet Cokes.
Thanks for sipping with us today, ladies. This is a big hug to all our female friends out there and all our male friends too. Just because we didn't talk about you as much doesn't mean that you're not important. You just aren't as important as our female friendship. So thanks for sipping with us wherever you are today. It's a big hug out there to you. Call a friend, text a friend, send a friend a Marco Polo or a snap. Tell them you're thinking about them. Find a woman on the street or somewhere in public in the next few days and just tell them something you admire about them. We all need it. And be kind to one another in a really genuine, sincere way. So we appreciate you. Please continue to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and our new YouTube channel if you want to see our beautiful faces. And thanks for sipping with me today, Sarah. I love you. And that's it. Everybody sip responsibly and we'll spiral together soon. Cheers.
Sip, sip, saray.
Sip, sip, Sarah.